Yo, what is up, guys? It is Swogie, and today we're going to be starting a series where we go through the top 250 players in Call of Duty Vanguard or ranked play, and we're going to VOD review some of the important parts of their gameplay and learn from the top 250 so I can learn and get better at my game, and so can you guys. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop a like down below. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments. Also, if there's some people on this list that you guys may know that you guys can hook me up with some VODs with, or somebody that I missed, you guys let me know also. So one thing real quick is the top 250 list is always going to change. It's going to be constantly changing. So with that being said, at the time of me recording, I'm going to do 10 by 10 by 10. So I'm going to do the top 10, then the 11 through 20, 21 through 30, and so on every video. This video is going to be strictly focused on strategy and how to play the game correctly and what these guys do in their gameplay that is the right way to do things and something that you can take and learn from it. This has nothing to do with your accuracy and your aim. If you guys want a video like that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make an aim on how to get better accuracy in Call of Duty and how to consistently keep up your aim in Call of Duty. Okay, so first, rank 1 on the 250 leaderboard as of right now is Jimbo. He is a professional Call of Duty player for Paris Legion. He does not have his VODs enabled on his stream. I didn't find any clips on his Twitter either, so we're just gonna skip over Jimbo. I tweeted at him, see if we can get a VOD. Hopefully that can happen. Maybe not. Not sure. He has some Pro League games that we could take a look at, but for right now we're just gonna skip it because I want something strictly from his point of view. Ranked 2 on the ranked play leaderboard is Eric Boom. We do have a VOD from his Twitch, so we're gonna take a look at that. Okay, so right now Eric Boom has 5,067 SR on the ladder. Okay, so first thing right off the start of the game is his minimap awareness. So he gets a kill here, and you can see that his teammates are getting shot from the mid tank. You see that there's another one on the minimap, and now he sees the fourth one is back his spawn. He goes to help, but the kill does get cleaned up. So minimap awareness is very important. Constantly looking at your minimap, taking a glimpse, and seeing where red dots are on your map. That way you are able to gauge where the enemies are coming from and where your teammates need help with or without a call out. Okay, one thing I want to mention about Eric is he's using an AR, the automaton. One thing I want to mention is that he's always pre-aimed at a common area for the enemy to run, and I feel like in this gameplay he's pre-aiming way more than he's not, which I think is a big thing for an AR player, especially on Gavutu. He catches a lot of people running, and whenever he's pre-aimed at the spot, a common spot of an enemy, a lot of times they're running into a site. Okay, so real quick before this defensive round ends, another thing besides his map awareness throughout the entire game is just very, very good. He always knows where the enemies could be, where his teammates are, because he's looking at his minimap. But he's also playing very slow and methodical on defense. On control, he's not instantly spawning and sprinting at something. He's not just trying to get fast pacing into their spawn and get a timing or hit a route. He's always playing slow and playing a guaranteed kill, re-aiming at a popular spot. Let's first of all, real quick, let's just highlight that spot. That is a very good spot that I actually haven't seen anybody play, where you can watch your entire back red tower spawn. Now they are losing this defense, but he knows that someone is in his spawn, so the second he spawns up, he's looking to clear this person in spawn. He's not running a route, he's not getting too aggressive. He's in his spawn, he's pre-aiming, looking for the kids that are in his spawn. And again, just playing slow because he is on defense. Okay, we're going to end Eric Boom there. So the key points to remember: he's pre-aiming a lot with an AR. He's playing slow, especially on defense, and he's pre-aiming common spots that the enemy is going to be. A lot of the times he gets kills, they're running into a site. He doesn't really have to do much work. And lastly, he's reading his minimap. He's constantly looking at his minimap, knowing where the enemy and where his teammates can be. So that was Eric Boom, number 2 on the leaderboard with 5,067 SR at the moment of recording this video. And I believe he is a top challengers player. I'm not sure for what team. Okay, next up we have Beta, or O Beta. He's currently number 3rd on the ranked ladder with 5,031 SR. I'm pretty sure I played Beta a few times. He's a really good guy, really good at Call of Duty. We do have a VOD from his ranked game from his Twitch, so let's check that out. Okay, so we have to mute this gameplay because he's playing copyright music in the background, but it is a Bokage hardpoint. He starts off with a good break. He's using an MP40, so this is going to be a faster gameplay than we saw with Eric. One thing, if you guys don't know, fortified on hardpoint is probably the best thing. There's going to be fortified or tac mask. I don't know what it's called in this game, but there's gonna be a lot of stuns and nades thrown at the hill in hardpoint, and dead silence won't do a lot for you in a respawn game mode. When you're gonna be trading kills, you're gonna get traded fast, and you're gonna be seen on the minimap. Okay, so something that I like about Beta is he just spawned up, and right here he notices the open lane on the map. His teammate calls out not to flip, and he knows that there's an open lane on the deep right side of the map. I call that mud, and he looks for a player. He sees him shoot on the minimap, and now he's gonna find this player. He did die, but the thing is being aware of the open lanes on the map and being able to pick those up for your team and knowing where the enemies are going to push from. Again, that has to do with reading your minimap. Okay, another thing right here from Beta that is very important on Bokeh, just cutting off lanes. So he's cutting off the entire right side of this P4 hill. He sees one guy, calls him out for his teammate, another guy slides by, and he instantly slides and pre-aims where he knows an enemy is going to be coming from, or a very possible location that an enemy could be coming from. So he's cutting off one side of the map to help his teammate, so they don't have to worry about the entire side of the map until he calls out someone pushes it. And then as you see through this entire clip and from that beginning, that he's always pre-aiming whenever he's coming around a corner to common areas that enemies could be. Okay, right here we see Beta peek the god tank, and he calls out that there's one there, and I just want to highlight how he plays his life right here. He plays his life very, very well. He gets shot at and he's one shot, and he doesn't overchow the gun on the tank. He plays his life so that he still has to be worried about on the map, and he can buy his teammates time, and he also has the info that there's a guy on this tank. But also after that, he calls out, I'm going to push up on the map for map control. That's a big thing, especially on Bokeh. Once he had those initial kills and he knew that one was on the tank, he was able to push up the map without losing spawns and cut off map control and get more map control for his teammates, meaning the enemy team has to kill more waves of your team before they can get to the hill or break the hill. And if you're pushed up farther on the map, then that means it's going to take longer for them to clear the map to get to the hill. And that's going to be all for Beta. Moving on to number 4, Dale. This guy just has a regular name, Dale, so it was completely impossible to find him. So Dale was number 4 on the leaderboard with 4,959 SR. If you guys know who this is, let me know in the comments. Link me some of their stuff. We can check them out in the next video. Okay, moving on to number 5, we have Q Brad, currently with 4,919 SR. I found Q Brad's Twitch, but he doesn't have his VODs enabled, so I just pulled off a clip from his Twitter, which is a 1v4 and search and destroy. And yes, it is a Twitter clip, so the quality is going to be terrible, but let's break down this Twitter clip. Okay, like I said, terrible quality, but Q-Brad is in a 1v4 in search and destroy with a sniper. So Q-Brad is pre-aiming top green on Tuscan right now, just waiting for a pick, and a 1v4. He's playing slow. He does end up getting the pick. He pushes this guy and picks up his gun. Now, the second he gets a kill, there are still 3 enemies left, so he's instantly repositioning, making sure he can't get instantly traded. So he's wrapping their spawn into fire, clearing all the spots that they could possibly for a post plant check, gets another kill, and now he doesn't keep pushing the same way. Notice that he backs up and he repositions again so that he doesn't get traded. He's giving himself the best chance to clutch a 1v4. Now he's in a 1v2, slides onto bomb, gets the kill on that guy, and that he just absolutely pissed on him. Nothing to say there. Sees the guy, hops off a bomb, and gets a free kill on the head glitch. Now notice this last guy, he does make him one shot. Right, if you have this guy weak, it's okay to push. Right, he did a good thing right here to push and finish the kill, especially with there being 13 seconds left on the bomb. So he pushes that last guy, gets the kill, hops the bomb, and defuses for the 1v4 clutch. One of the big things to know about this clip and remember is if you are in a search and destroy in general or a 1v4, play your life and play to not be traded. Go for free picks like he was doing. He was positioning himself and running routes around the map to get a free pick on the enemy. And then after he got a kill, he repositioned immediately. He didn't get a kill and stay in the same spot. He always moved to limit his chances of being traded by the enemy and play his life for the entire round. Moving on to number 6, Richie with 4,849 SR. Again, normal, common name. Couldn't find Richie on Twitter. Couldn't find him on Twitch. Couldn't find him anywhere. No clue who Richie is. If you guys do know, again, let me know down below in the comments. Link me some of their stuff and we can check them out in the next video. On to number 7 is Real with 4,692 SR. I do have a VOD from Real from his Twitch, so we're going to check that out. Okay, Real was playing some copyrighted music, so the VOD is muted, but this is before the update. There's a new update where the spawns are now different in control. But on Tuscan control, he runs straight down the middle and he's running routes to get map positioning and getting free kills. This is making it so much easier for his team. By running a route and getting timing and getting behind the enemy, you can free up parts of the map for your team if they're randoms and you have no comms. This makes it really easy on them and it makes the gameplay easier on you with overall map control. Also note, Real is doing this with an MP40. If you have a AR or an automaton, do not play fast and play for routes because it will end up hurting you. He's doing this with an MP40. He's running routes, trying to get behind the enemy because he has SMG and a fast-paced gun and a fast-paced roll. Okay, one thing about Real is he plays very, very, very fast pace, but something that stays consistent between Real and all of the other top players that we have watched in this video is the pre-aim. Every time Real goes around the corner, he's pre-aiming a common spot. Every time Like he's jumping here, he's pre-aiming, right? He's always pre-aiming something, and it gives you a lot more free kills and makes you ready and aware for gunfights. Also, control, he's pushing out the back of the spawn. Control, you're not going to flip spawns. If you push the back of spawn, what you're going to do is just spawn them in a different location on that side of the map. So control, if you're on offense, it's okay to get in the enemy spawn if you're able to hit a route and get there, and you can play free kills off spawn and make the enemy focus you every single time they spawn to clear out their spawn. If they focus you, this makes you really annoying on the map, gives you free kills, and buys your teammates time and map control to hop the point, or overall just take control of the map. Okay, I just want to highlight Real's pre-aiming here again, and his use of tacticals. So he throws tacks over the map and he gets a kill, but look at him going around every single corner. He's always sliding and pre-aiming a common spot. Pre-aiming. Shoots this, jumps, pre-aims. He's always pre-aiming something where the enemy could be pushing. Real is also a top challengers player for the Minnesota Rocker Academy team. I believe they're EU. I think they're an EU challengers team, but that's who he plays for. Okay, so right off the break of this defense, Real does have an MP40 and he's playing a fast-paced SMG role. But one thing I want you guys to notice off the break of defense, he's still not instantly pushing into the spawn trying to get routes on defense. He is clearing out his spawn and he's playing the defensive role. He's playing passive and letting the enemies push into him until they have the kills or he finds a timing or route to get that map control and push up. You'll see right here, they end up getting 3 dead on the enemy team. So he picks up a gun and he ends up pushing up into their spawn. He doesn't instantly do that off spawn. He doesn't always try to do that. He does that whenever he gets the timing and whenever they had the man advantage and the numbers advantage to do that. So whether you play a SMG or an AR, fast pace or slow pace, just because you're playing a fast paced role where you hit routes doesn't mean that there's always going to be a route for you to hit. It doesn't mean that you're always going to have the right timing. It doesn't mean that there's always going to be enemies dead. Play for the kills, play for the map control before you push up into their spawn and work a route. One last thing I want to highlight from Real's gameplay before we move on. There's only one person left, but this is still a good thing to know. Real is pushing the enemy spawn, and around every corner he's still pre-aiming, but one thing I want you to know is he's checking every corner. He's not just full sprinting, getting shot in the back or getting shot on the side. He's taking the time to check his corners and to check for spots that the enemy could be. He isn't carelessly running. He's thinking and he cares about where he's looking and where an enemy could be. That way he's not just dying and giving the enemy a free kill. So that's going to do it for Real, currently number 7. Moving on, we have Cobra, another very generic name. I looked for Cobra. Couldn't find him on Twitter, couldn't find him on Twitch, YouTube, nothing like that. So if you guys know who Cobra is, again, let me know down in the comments, link me some of his stuff, and I'll check him out in the next video. Number 9 on the leaderboard, Swogie. He currently has 4,666 SR. Okay, Swogie, like some of the others, is playing copyright music, so we're gonna have to mute his stream. But Swogie right here ends up hitting a fast route and hitting a fast flank. This is not always a good thing, but this is also not always a bad thing. It's a 50-50, it's a risk. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Right here, it happened to pay off, so Swogie hits a fast route through P2 into the enemy spawn, and now he's cleared out the entire right side of the map, right? So he knows that nobody is going to be behind him, calls out to his teammate, and he knows to look their spawn for the second to last guy. He ends up getting that kill, and he's double checking for the rat back. But fast hits are good, they're not always bad. And one thing to pick up from this clip is that he had already cleared the right side of the map, so Swogie had the map information and knew where the enemies were going to be coming from and that there was no possible way that they can come from his back, so he knew exactly where to pre-aim. So with that being said, no knowledge is good knowledge. If you don't see an enemy and you know someone isn't in a certain location, that gives a higher chance and a higher probability for them to be in one of the spots where you didn't look. So just remember that no information is good information. Okay, I want to focus on Swogie's fast route again. He hits it again in another round. This is something that you can pick up on and notice in the game. You can pick up on the other team's tendencies. So if they're consistently not watching this spot and they're consistently playing the same and going to the same spot, use that to benefit your gameplay. Like Swogie does here. He knows that no one's watching this, so he's able to take that fast route again without being seen by the enemy. He's able to hit that fast route, and he does get a free kill behind because he knows that no one's watching that spot. You can take advantage if the enemy team is not switching up their playstyle. Okay, I have played Chain a few times. I'm not sure if he competes or if he's on a team, but I do believe he is part of Doom Clan. If you don't know Doom Clan, they're a big group of YouTubers. Really cool guys. They make YouTube videos, pub stomping. That's what they're very known for. Doing some crazy videos in Call of Duty pubs. So I believe he is associated with them in some way, but I'm not sure if he has a team or if he plays challengers. For Chain, he does not have his past broadcasts enabled on his Twitch, but I do have a very crazy clip from his Twitter that we're going to check out. Okay, now again, it's a Twitter clip, so the quality is terrible, but it's not about the quality, it's about the gameplay. So let's check out this clip. Chain gets a kill in P1, and now he's going to a head glitch with an automaton on Gavutu, pre-aiming.
You don't know who I am, bro.
Now people are challenging him in hill, and again he's still pre-aiming with the automaton. He's letting them run into him. Now he does have F8 stabilizers, so he is good with hip fires. Gets a hip fire kill on one. Punches down another one. This is something that I actually want to mention. If you're in that small ring, punching is actually very, very, very good. Shout out to my boy Cal, my teammate. In the inner ring, he's probably gotten over 50 punching kills. It's actually crazy. Once you punch someone, their aim shoots to the freaking sky, so you instantly get like the free second punch without being killed majority 90% of the time. So just something to note, something to remember, that if you're in that small little area, punching works very, very well, especially if you have an assault rifle.
Oh my god, I'm doing it all. I got 4 stages.
Now this clip is just insane. He's just spotting everybody, but again, these pre-aims, he's pre-aiming everything. He's pre-aiming around corners. He's always ensuring that he gets the first shot on the enemy. Now this right here, I don't really like this. A little ego child, but he was feeling himself. It paid off. He's getting cracked. This guy, absolutely terrible. Nothing I can say about that. But now he pushes into their spawn. He's pre-aiming common spots for the enemy. That guy gets pissed on. He's absolutely destroying these kids, but one thing to note and pay attention to, that he is still, again, like we've seen in the past, pre-aiming where the enemies are going to be.
18.
Pre-aiming, pre-aiming, pre-aiming. He's always looking where the next enemy could be coming from and common spots that an enemy could be. Now, granted, he pissed on some of those kids. Let's be real. A lot of those kills were very high skilled. Not everybody can do that, okay? But half, maybe majority of those kills were because he pre-aimed common spots, were because people ran into his gun. That's one big thing from out this video, is pre-aim, pre-aim, pre-aim. That was the top 10. That was a lot of VOD reviews. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I really hope you guys liked it. Some key notes from this video to remember is, if you have an AR, even if you have an MP40, pre-aim common angles where people are going to be. If you go around a corner, pre-aim where it's common for an enemy to run at you. Pre-aim, pre-aim, pre-aim. If people are running into your gun, majority of the time you're going to get first shot. Majority of the time you're going to get the kill. A lot of times they're going to be running into your sights. It's free kills if you just pre-aim very common spots that enemies are going to be. Don't just run carelessly with your gun up without checking your corners, without pre-aiming at things. Actually take time and focus on what you're doing on the map. Number 2, a big thing from this video that we learned was minimap awareness. Looking at your minimap and realizing where the red dots are, where people are shooting from, where your teammates have cleared, and where the enemies could be. Map knowledge and map awareness is a big thing in Call of Duty. If you know places where the enemies can't be, you're gonna know places where enemies will be. Just make sure you're looking at your minimap, seeing where those red dots are shooting from, and seeing where your teammates are positioned. Another thing we learned from S&D, play to not get traded. If you get a kill, switch up your positioning, move around, don't stay in the same spot. Don't give the enemy a chance to trade your kill, because every life in Search and Destroy is very important. Another thing we learned from Search and Destroy, no information is good information. If you don't see anybody on a side of the map, that almost guarantees that they're going to be on the other side of the map that you haven't been or checked on. That's a good call out to give to your teammates, and that's something good to know for yourself. So if you don't see anybody, that's good information. Again, from S&D, learn the other team's tendencies throughout the game. If you know somebody's not watching something, run that route. That gives you a free lane that you can hit. If you know someone's watching something every single time, stay away for it or take the gunfight, because you know he's going to be there guaranteed. If the other people aren't switching up their gameplay how they should be, take advantage of that and play based on what you know on the map. With that being said, also don't do the same thing every round. Switch up your tendencies as well, because it's easy for you to do that to them, and it's just as easy for them to do that back to you if you don't switch up your playstyle. Overall, those are the big points that we learned from this video. The top 10 ranked players currently, their SRs, and some of their VOD reviews. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to let me know below, because I plan on doing this for all 250 players. That's 25 total videos going through every single person on the ranked leaderboard. Again, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know by commenting, leaving a like, clicking that subscribe button. I hope I see you guys in the next video for the 11th through 20th players. Also, let me know down below if you want me to make that video about aiming and how to get better at aiming in Vanguard. Also, I can make a movement guide, a movement video for Vanguard. Let me know all of that down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you, and we will see you guys in the next video. Stay classy.